I want to welcome now founder and executive director of Signal, Carice Witte. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, we've been speaking in the lead up to, and now it's the aftermath or during. Wow. Who was there? Who wasn't? And what do you make of it all?
Well, 26 government leaders and heads of state, a powerful show of force, as you described. We saw upgraded nuclear-armed missiles that have near global reach, hypersonic weapons, sea drones. This was Xi Jinping and China at its best, messaging. You could say propaganda, because it's showing first the Chinese people, we are powerful, we are strong, and we are moving into, if you could, I would hesitate to say, but position number one. And secondly, China's partners. If you align with us, we are the strongest, the most reasonable stakeholder. Although we have all this military power, we are looking for a community with a shared future, mutual respect, territorial integrity, all the checking all the boxes of what global leaders want to hear.
Well, when you're number two, you have something to gain. When you're number one, you have only what to lose. So perhaps the framing here is not too shabby from Beijing's standpoint. And you've mentioned the military novelties here. Did we see anything that we did not expect to see?
I believe that those who are following China's military development were not surprised. It was impressive, of course, and it was huge, but that's the way China does it all the time, everywhere.
Right.
I think what's very interesting is that China used this event to remind everyone of the time when China was victorious over a superior enemy and was willing to pay a very high price. And that really reflects on what you just said about number one versus number two. Yeah. China's trying to send a message to its rivals. Watch out, we're here, we're not going anywhere, and don't mess with us, don't cross our red lines, because we're not afraid to use all of this equipment.
So diplomatically speaking, the sideline meetings are often not less, if not more important than the main event, so to speak. What are your main takeaways so far?
Well, first of all, I thought it was very interesting and very important that Modi left right after the summit. He was not there for the parade. Also, I think it's important to note that he went to Japan first. Japan was not there. The European countries were not there. India, US, not there. So I think we're seeing a sort of division coming more and more clear. It's not new, but this was a very obvious statement about the two sides. And I think those who are talking about Modi, Xi, rapprochement, it's not the case. This is a relationship that's extremely important for the United States. Watching what happens between China, Russia, and China, India is critical for the US. And by the way, very important for Israel, because Israel's future is in the Indo-Pacific. The India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor is the connecting, critical connector and future viable transit line that is going to make an important strategic difference for Israel, for the US, for Europe, all the stakeholders. So I think focusing on who was there is important, but who wasn't there is also critical.
Well, before we let you go, Ms. Witte, well, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not chasing you, right? We're all familiar with this phrase. So Trump is smelling conspiracy.
It's really impossible to read what Trump is thinking. In fact, I do believe that he sees this as a kind of a challenge. The question is, how is he going to react? If he thinks it's a conspiracy, or if he doesn't. Nonetheless, there needs to be some kind of positioning from the United States. Ideally, it's going to be more warm relations, if not a bear hug, to U.S. friends, partners, and allies. That's what I would like to see, and I think that's what many who are supporters of the United States and gain benefits from the United States want to see, that strong show of unity among the friends, allies, and partners.
Well, in diplomacy and in life, it's not about what you think about it or how you feel about it. It's about what you're doing. about it. Thank you very much, founder and executive director of Signal, Carice Witte. Always a pleasure. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.